Hello, we are once again in Russia, cloudy Russia, and we are going to Yekaterinburg. Yekaterinburg, I have no idea, sorry, how the correct pronunciation is, but it's a very important place, a large city, the largest city in the Ural-Siberia region in Asian Russia. It has a large airport, and we are having actually an involved approach on ILS with a DME arc. I'm curious to see if this autopilot can handle the DME arc. We're about to find out. It is cloudy, raining a little bit, and this area is very important in the history of Russia. I mean, in the Middle Ages, late Middle Ages, it was part of the Khanate of Sibir, where the word Siberia comes from. The Khanate of Sibir. As I understand it, this area is kind of the birthplace of the Turkic people, which throughout the Middle Ages migrated southwest into Central Asia, and let's see if we can do the turn. So yeah, apparently can do the turn. Okay, good. We need to start descending then. This is not vectors, this is just an ILS procedure. Let me just get this done. The final approach is 079, since we're going to runway 08. But anyway, the Turkic peoples eventually migrated to Central Asia and what is now Turkey. And this area was taken over by the Mongols after Genghis Khan, and that's why it became a Khanate, because a Khanate was a kingdom that could claim direct descent from Genghis Khan. And send a little faster. And it also became a Muslim kingdom, as most Khanates did. And as Sibir, it was the northernmost Muslim kingdom in the world. But in the late 16th century, it was conquered by the Russians. But it was only in the early 18th century, under Peter the Great, that the area that became Yekaterinburg was eventually settled, and it was settled as a mining town. It had huge iron reserves, and it was an instrumental place for the development of Russia. And it was also the main, it's raining, the main gateway between Russia and between European Russia and Asian Russia. So it grew quite a lot. There was also a gold rush in the 19th century. And Yekaterinburg has been a large city, an important city ever since. After the Russian Revolution in 1917, the royal family, the Romanov family, actually were sent by the Bolsheviks to Yekaterinburg. And during the Russian Civil War that ensued, when the White Army, the Royalist Army, approached and was on the verge of capturing Yekaterinburg, the Bolsheviks had the royal family murdered over there, so that the White Army couldn't rescue the royal family. And then throughout the Soviet period, Yekaterinburg became I have the feeling that I'm mangling the name, and I'm sorry. I should have checked the pronunciation. It became a heavy industry city because of the mineral resources nearby. So it became the third most important city in the country economically, only after Moscow and St. Petersburg. And it remains a rich city even after the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Raining quite a lot, actually. It was also the home city of Boris Yeltsin, who of course was one of the first presidents of Russia after the dissolution of Soviet Union. I don't think we'll get any of the landmarks of the city, unfortunately, even though it has quite a few. It has a series of very important buildings, both ancient and modern, but the airport is also default, so we'll get what we can. And it's doing the DME perfectly, I should say. So let's stop talking about the city and start focusing on the landing. So here we are, and then we need to turn at 2,700 feet once we finish the arc. Once we hit 4,000 feet, we'll be back to local pressure. So I will set, it's not a big difference, it's just 1012. The airport is a bit south of the city, so it's over here. I guess we'll see it as we make the turn to the left. It looks nice though, lots of forests. Looks better than most Russian terrain so far. Still descending at a nice rate. Should go just a tiny bit faster so we can properly land this thing. Temperature is rising, we don't need pitot heat. Let me get the heading bugs set. And then it's just a small descent to 2,400 feet so we can get the glide slope. 3,000 feet. $2,700 feet. And yeah, it's turning us toward. So we might actually keep descending. 2,400. Wow, we have a rainbow. Look at that. Very nice.
Charlie Echo, Charlie India 27, contact Kosovo, start tower 124.3.
124.3 CCI 27. Tower CCI-27 on final runway 08 right.
Charlie Echo, Charlie India 27, Kosovo start tower, runway 08 right cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 08 right, CCI-27. Yeah, everything seems stable. Landing lights, fuel pumps, speeds going down. We need it to go down a little bit faster. So we can lower gear. Right now. Add power, gear down. Runway 08 right in front of us. Here's Yekaterinburg with, oh, it looks nice actually, very nice. Look at that. Beautiful. City is about 800 feet, so we'll descend to 1300 or so. So far so good. Be fine. I will just wait a little bit more. Props.
All aircraft be advised, information Lima now current, GNH 1012.
Nothing changed. Really looks nice, look at that. Okay, time to focus. Sorry, there's a helicopter flying above me. Autopilot off. Flaps down. Little power. Little crosswind. Almost to the threshold. Pushing us on the right. Cutting power. We'll miss the center line, but oopsie. Under control. Nothing to
Charlie Echo, Charlie India 27, exit left at Mike.
little too much power on the landing. Exit left at Mike, CCI-27. It's Mike. And here we are, Yekaterinburg.
Charlie Echo, Charlie India 27, contact ground 119.0.
119.0 CCI-27. Looks really nice. Next time, yes, we will. This is kind of the last big airport we'll see for a while. Next time we'll start heading into deeper Siberia, and things are about to get rougher. We'll see how it goes. Again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.